Well, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. So in this video, we're going to discuss whether or not Yieldmax should do a GameStop ETF, because GameStop, as we've seen the past several years, is a very, very volatile stock. So just today, GameStop ran up 70%, which is incredible, because of the Roaring Kitty returning to the X platform, formerly known as Twitter. So let's go look at GameStop and let's see if the volatility would make sense for it to be a Yieldmax ETF. So let's go over here to Seeking Alpha. And so ticker symbol is GME. Overall mixed day for the markets with a couple of the indexes up and the others down. We'll look at that in a second. But yeah, 74% for GameStop. We went up $13 today, which is incredible. So if we look at the last 5 years, so GameStop was almost a dead company, pretty much like in 2020. We were trading at like $1.40 most of the year. And then towards the end of 2020, they say enter meme stock phase. And towards the beginning of 2021, we started seeing these huge spikes, and the stock ran up as high as, in like one day, it was as high as like almost $80. If you can see the chart here, I'm trying to get to that point. Actually, the iPhone's better. I'll tell you all the exact price that it was at, because the chart doesn't want to show here, but around February of 2021, GameStop stock was as high as, here we go, right here, 81.25. That was January 25th, 2021. So the volatility that we saw for the rest of that year, it would make it a great Yieldmax fund, actually, a great stock for a Yieldmax ETF to exist on it. So maybe we can ask Jay if they're going to plan for a GameStop ETF when he's on in a couple weeks. And then even in 2022, the stock stayed pretty high, and then it started coming back down up into, so the return on this thing over 5 years is 1,336%. If we look at to the beginning of 2023, it was starting to really drop again, and now all of a sudden the kitty person returns to X, and then it shoots up. So I mean, we were really going for like where we were, before, like probably 4 years ago, and then all of a sudden today, boom. Well, it's been running up again. It went from 10 to 11 or almost 12 here, and then on May 1st, we went from like 10 to 16, and then the stock has basically doubled since then, which is just incredible. So with volatility like this could very well be a good candidate for a Yieldmax fund. Welcome to the video. So yeah, I mean, GameStop, here we go again, right? Now, if we look at the maximum, so this has a history of like 22 years since February 2002. And it's one of those companies that's just was probably on the verge of bankruptcy, but the retail investors seem to save it. Okay, let's find some news articles on this here. Wall Street lunch, Roaring Kitty returns. It says Wall Street breakfast, but the title says Wall Street lunch. Well, it's almost Wall Street dinner now. Roaring Kitty's return amps up meme stock animal spirits. GameStop up 74%. Let's read this one. Is this the Roaring Kitty here? It looks like a Roaring Kitty. The GameStop enthusiasm is building and starting to spread. GameStop ended higher by 74.4% and rallied more than 100% in early trading, topping 35 per share before easing back. It started the month under $11 and was up just 20% early pre-market today. Now the question is, for those of you that think you want to get into this, where is it going to go? I mean, is it going to keep going tomorrow and into the rest of the week and then crash back down? I mean, who knows? Buying pressure for GameStop has been building all May, but went up a notch after Keith Gill, known online as Roaring Kitty. Oh, I didn't think it was a guy. That's funny. Tweeted for the first time in nearly 3 years. He simply posted a meme of a man leaning forward, but GameStop got the message that he was taking notice in of the recent action. So because of an X post, the stock runs up 74%. Great reason for a stock to pop, right? Now the kitty has got the apes fired up. AMC has also rallied and added 78%. Another protagonist in the meme stock surge. What else? BlackBerry, Koss, Nokia, Clover Health, Carvana. Well, we haven't seen any love for Carvana. Let's look at AMC now. So AMC's running up again. That's crazy. So AMC is like one of the only like movie theater chains that like really survived COVID, but the stock is $5. This is crazy. So we're spiking again here from the 9th to the 13th. We're up like 60%. And let's see if we look at 5 years. This is crazy. This is insane. So we were up above $300 with AMC after it was like an $18 stock in 2020. Let me look at the old iPhone again. Make sure I'm sharing the right screen here. Welcome. GameStop is done. It may have another day of where it goes up tomorrow, but we'll see. Welcome back to the channel, by the way. I haven't seen you in a while, Udar. Let's look at AMC. So AMC is, it got as high as $600 all the way from 32. That's insane. But if you held this over the last 5 years, you're still down like 98%. That is crazy. So, hey, AMC would be just as good of a candidate possibly as GameStop for a Yieldmax ETF, right? Okay, so now that we've gone over that, I want to go over one or a couple of comments that I've gotten on the channel. So let me go over here and direct you all's attention over here real quick. We might do a little backstage tour here. I'm trying to stay out of the drama, but this fellow doesn't seem to want to leave me alone. So I just want to address real quick because a lot of you have asked me about my coaching services, and of course, I can do that, on a one-on-one basis. We can set some time up. We do it over Zoom or even over Discord or whatever. Um, and my rates are negotiable. I've usually said like $50 an hour or so. But for this gentleman, so he commented again yesterday. He said, "Coach, I need some direction in life and financing. Yeah, I'd like to get it from you." And so I let him know that there would be a big upcharge for him. So if he wants to buy it, if he wants to pay for my services, I would charge him double. So double for him. Um, and I mean, we got to jump on the inflation bandwagon anyway. Prices have to go up, of course. So I just wanted to address that really quick. So yeah, I do offer hourly coaching. We can talk about whatever your financial situation is. And if you're a jerk, I charge double. If you're tough to deal with, then I charge double, or maybe even for a guy like him, triple. So anyway, that's pretty much the video. We covered GameStop and AMC. Those are the two that are really popping again. So thank you all for tuning in. If I'm up to it, we'll have a live show tonight. If not, we'll maybe have one tomorrow. But thank you all for tuning in. Like, comment, and subscribe, and join Discord if you haven't already. And we will see you all in the next one. Thanks so much. Take care. Bye.